Hello everyone, welcome back to the PinkUn YouTube channel. My name is Connor Southwell and we're back again today because Norwich City have confirmed their third signing of this summer window. 18-year-old Bali Mumba joins from Sunderland for an undisclosed fee on a 4-year deal. The 18-year-old is traditionally or has played as a midfielder, although it's clear from Norwich City's press release and it's clear from Daniel Farke's quotes that Norwich City see him very much as a full-back option and specifically a right-back option, which is a position he has played for Sunderland in the past. So as I said, 18 years of age. He's played for Sunderland at youth level since 2010. When he was 16, he was given the captain's armband in Sunderland's last game in the Championship, a win against Wolves. John O'Shea, who veteran centre-back, since retired, gave him the armband in a symbolic gesture. It was meant to earmark the beginning of a new era at Sunderland under Stuart Donald and in League One. And Bali Mumba played a pivotal role in that pre-season campaign, and equally in the early parts of the season, started the first game of their League One campaign against Charlton the season before the one that has just concluded. But beyond that, it was only made 10 appearances in Sunderland's first team. Spent the second half of the season on loan at non-league side South Shields, who are a big non-league side up in the northeast. And now is getting ready to prepare for life in Norwich City's first team squad. He is, as I said, a right-back option. He will join Max Aarons and Sam Byram as options for that position, although we'll come on to Max Aarons shortly. And that indicates, really, that, as I said, that Max Aarons perhaps won't be in a Norwich City shirt next season. We're seeing reports actually earlier this afternoon that Bayern Munich have actually made an approach for City's right back, and you have to say that would be an incredibly difficult move for him to turn down if accurate. Sky in Germany are reporting that that's the case. They're reporting around the £20 million fee, and that discussions have started, although as again, these are just reports, nothing confirmed at this stage. But back to Bali Mumba, as I said, spent last season in the non-league system essentially. I spoke to Sunderland Chronicle journalist Phil Smith, who essentially said that loan move was created by Bali Mumba himself because of Sunderland's lack of quality in their under-23 side, and perhaps him wanting to progress himself a little bit further, and that is why we see him come in. Daniel Farke has said in the club's release that they're very happy that they've been able to sign him, but they don't want to put too much pressure on his shoulders. He's a type of fullback we want, driving forward and being brave, but also aggressive with the ball and with good endurance. He's a great lad, full of potential, and we'll give him time to improve. And we think we've got a really exciting talent. This is an interesting part, perhaps, to widen the debate a little bit about this particular transfer window because of the impact of coronavirus. A lot of clubs in the EFL are going to be essentially are going to have holes of debt that they're going to have to fill. Sunderland are no different, and that's before you get into their ownership debate surrounding Stuart Donald at the moment, and him potentially selling the club. But Bali Mumba is a really highly rated player in this country. Was very highly rated at Sunderland, actually. Him and Josh Madger, who, if you've watched the Netflix series on Sunderland, you will see in the last series that he got a move to Bordeaux, essentially manufactured by his agents who ran his contract down. Bali Mumba was very much in the same sort of mentioned in the same breath as him to some extent, and Norwich City have been able to pick him up for what seems to be on the surface a fairly modest fee, which from Norwich City's perspective, very, very good business to recruit one of the talents in the country. Is capped at England every England level up to under 19s again, which is an excellent thing to have in a young player, and there just seems to be a lot of raw potential there, and if Norwich City can harness that, still 18 years of age, then that is going to be a hell of a prospect. And for them to have already identified him as a first team addition rather than someone who's going to go into their under 23s or out on loan probably indicates how much trust they have in him, and equally how much potential they feel he has, which is really exciting as well. And as we said, what the implications of this transfer is for Max Aarons remains to be seen, but it feels like this is Norwich City gearing up to lose Max Aarons to some extent, with obviously Sam Byram there as well, and then Bali Mumba. You've got two really athletic, viable alternatives to Max Aarons should he leave the football club. Not that that's a given, of course. There's so much of this transfer window to pan out. This is technically the first day. Norwich have already signed Lungi, Sorensen and Porchetta as well. They were both announced last week, so you can see their plans are beginning to happen. Sebastian Soto is another one who we expect to be announced at some point during this window. An American centre forward. He is on trial at the moment with SC Telstar, who play in the second division in Holland, essentially because of work permit issues. So he is playing there, but that is the signing for Norwich City. Bali Mumba, third signing in the door this summer, and it's, I think, a very exciting one that matches Norwich philosophy down to a T, really. Cheap talent, one that they believe they can get the best out of, one that they believe they can develop. He's homegrown, that's going to tick a lot of boxes as well, although because of the registration rules, he's under 21, he doesn't need to be included, but if they can include him, obviously, if they want to get their numbers up. So that is going to be a pivotal one. Very, very much a first team signing, I'll stress that. And yeah, for Norwich City, it's going to be incredibly interesting, I think, with that right back situation, and Max Aaron specifically. I mean, I'm looking at my computer screen, there's a few notes on at the minute, and the thing that flashes up is a tweet saying Bayern Munich have made an approach for Norwich fullback Max Aarons. That is some of the speculation that's going to arise this summer surrounding him. It does feel like it seems very unlikely that Norwich City will start the season with Max Aarons as their right back, but we'll stress it's all dependent on the interest and who comes in. What has been confirmed is Bali Mumba is a Norwich City player, and it's going to be very exciting to watch his development and also see how much game time he gets for the football club. Daniel Farke is obviously this youth-enabling coach. He likes to give people opportunities and he likes to develop talent as well. And if Mumba is good enough and he proves himself in pre-season and in training, I think Daniel Farke has shown that he will give him a chance. So that's where I'll wrap it up. Bali Mumba, Norwich City signing. You might perhaps finally ask why Norwich City have been able to recruit him given his rave reviews at Sunderland, and the answer is the ownership there. And I was reading actually an article before I started this from Phil, who helped us, who gave us a bit of backgrounder on Bali, which will be up later on what's the day, say Monday evening as we're recording this, and he essentially said that the backlash has been immense from supporters, but Richard Hill, who used to be at the club, I believe is almost like the club's head of football operations, who worked under Stuart Donald at Eastleigh, he manufactured this deal. I believe it's been done for a few weeks. It's just now that both clubs have decided to push the button. I think Norwich City probably wanted to refresh the message a little bit, but again, it shows their proactivity. But yeah, Sunderland need cash. Norwich City came to them with cash for a player. Norwich City have got that cash as well. Phil Parkinson did some quotes again. I think they were probably earlier this month, basically indicating that Bali Mumba wasn't going to sign an extension to his contract, which runs out last summer. And I think they're probably a little bit scarred by that Josh Maggio situation that I spoke about a little bit earlier on. So that is it. Summer signing number 3, Bali Mumba in the building. What do you make of the signing? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like the video as well and subscribe to the PinkUn YouTube channel. So much more content coming across this summer. I get the sense it's going to be a very, very busy one. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.